Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Eric Omondi has been on the street demonstrating against high cost of living. And most of us, when we see Eric Omondi on the street, the first thing that comes to our mind, we see a comedian. And we see what he's doing as comedy. But I want to tell you, Omondi could be reading from the Okia Omtata script. Because as of now, Okia Omtata is a senator. So he can push for his agenda through the Senate. Unlike before, he had to go to court and tie himself in chain, demonstrate, protest on the street. Now, he can push for his agenda through the Senate. But now, you will see Eric Omondi trying to do the same thing. For example, what happened today, he chained himself with a rope, he tied himself with a rope, and he was on top of a podium and trying to make noise about high cost of living. Another day, we saw him chaining himself and also making noise. So you will see Eric Omondi, who is trying to use Okia Omtata's tactic, but then he's blending that with comedy. And of course, to some people it comes out as a comedy. To other people, they see a person who is serious fighting for them. High cost of living. And indeed, even today, we have seen so many people are still on the street. Anyone who will just come out and call for demonstration, it's very easy for Kenyans to come out and follow that person as long as we're talking about high cost of living. So that one is also a warning to William Samoei Ruto in as much as going to a dialogue. It is still a big issue he has to sort out. Eric Omondi has a target. There is something he's looking for. So take his comedy. If you think it's comedy, take it serious because he's heading somewhere. First of all, I wanted to listen to him shortly. Then from there, we are going to check on Kenyans' views. And again, we are going also to give our own views as far as Eric Omondi push for high cost of living, the kind of demonstration he's doing in this country, and the end game.
Hizo vita na polisi bana. Hizo vita na polisi. Hata polisi wanakula. Omondi shuka tu hapo.
Now we are continuing the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, Eric Omondi's joke is attracting publicity. You can see those who take it serious and they feel that, yes, there is something he's pushing for. And indeed, even if it is a comedy, even if he's acting a script, still in that script, there is a message Eric Omondi is sending to the government. And there are Kenyans who are supporting Eric Omondi idea of communicating to the government. You know, there is so many ways you can communicate, even if it protests, there is different way. Sitting, demonstration, picketing, there's so many ways. And I'm telling you, this joke is attracting publicity from Kenyans. And it will start like this. You can see on the street. Then all of a sudden time, you will see Eric Omondi, maybe he's just targeting for 2027. From comedian to a street protester, and then from there, seeking for an elective seat. As long as you attract publicity and then popularity, you get it right. So still we are seeing a comedian, but it might be a politician in the making. As long as you are talking about things that people are willing to listen to, they buy into it, you get it right. So that the moment Kenyans are going to realize maybe come 2027, ikianza hapo 26, usikeri Omondi anaanza kusema ya kwamba nasimama kiti. You go into nomination with him, anakubwaga. Ama hata anazaenda na independent. Na upate, youth are attracted to him. So he know what he's pushing for. But again, this government should understand that people are still hungry. How many times are they going to arrest Eric Omondi? Okay, some of the arrest, it is a script they organize. And even he go further to pay for him to do that act. So you pay to the county government because you are coming to act. Then they give that space within the time you have asked for. But at the end of the day, he know what he's doing. Even in that act, there is a message he's sending to the government. The other time I saw him carrying a lot of CVs on Mkokoteni, pulling it to State House, and he was stopped on the way. We have Kenyans who buy into that seriously. So this comedy will turn one day and they will say, Kenyans, I'm here. Now I want to go and fight for you through the parliament. People will buy into that. That's my reading into this script. Unajua, hata ukiwa mtata, alikuwa anajifunga kwa chain, though akiwa mtata amepitia maneno mengi, amepigwa, because he was doing that during the Moi era, where the president had absolute power. Right now, at least, this power has been reduced. The president cannot act in the manner in which the previous presidents used to act. It's now different. That's why you can see how they will treat you when you are demonstrating. And if really you know those people who have harmed you, it's very easy also to have a case against them and it will be prosecuted. You will be served with justice. Now, I want us to read some of the views from Kenyans, just to understand, just for you to see how Kenyans are taking Eric Omondi move and what he's pushing for. Sitati, Eric is just on the right path. Kenya imekuwa mbaya, we must speak loud. Ramoya, mtu mmoja maskari 10 shwali, and yet we need more police to go and fight the bandits. Government should be serious. You see, Kerry, wanasumbua nini huyu mtoto wa watu? So there is already sympathy Eric Omondi is attracting from Kenyans. Okay. Tifa, why arrest him? Na anafanya kwa amani tu. Eric Omondi protest is peaceful. Only that is doing at the CBD, in the CBD. But it's peaceful. So you see, Kenyans will sympathize with him. Why arrest someone who is protesting in a peaceful way? You're not harming someone. You're just speaking your mind. You are just trying to relay your disappointment with the government, in the government. Kerry, Eric anataka aongee na Ruto, wampe chance aseme maneno yake. He has a point. That is it. Why hachokozi mtu? It is true. You see, as he continues, people believe that he need to get a chance to speak to the president, to speak to this government. The other time he was looking for a chance to speak with the National Assembly Speaker, Wetangula. Unfortunately, he was denied that chance. But Kenyans believe that he should get that chance and speak to those who are in authority. Isaac, But I think most of us here, we agree Eric is not a fool or a mad man. He is fighting for a worthy case. It's just that he don't want to say it loud. But we understand that what Eric is doing. People are buying into that. Shadi, polisi wameshindwa kupigana na bandits, wanakuja kufukuzana na comedian. Mtu anafanya sarakasi zake na hadhuru mtu yoyote. Now these are people who believe that he's just doing comedy the same way I believe. For me, I see it largely as a comedy. But again, we are learning that even through that comedy, there is a serious message he's sending to the government. Those are some of the views from Kenyans. I don't know your views, but let us submit in the comment section for continuation of this conversation. But I see someone who has a target to join active politics in the near future.